Alright everyone, welcome back. We have our hands on a 2026 Mazda CX5 in select trim. Let's go over some things that we don't like about the new 2026 CX5. So this video is for entertainment purposes only, but hopefully you pick up something about the new 2026 CX5 that you didn't already know. Specific to this trim is going to be the 17-inch wheel. Doesn't that look like a baby wheel to you? It just doesn't really fill out the wheel well real nice. And second, this notch right here, a lot of manufacturers are doing this. I'm not sure why. I don't think it goes along with the lines of a typical Mazda. Also too, the CX5 is said to be a premium, but how premium does this hood prop look to you? By now it should have struts on either side, just like the CX50. In your previous gen Mazdas and your previous CX5, you'd have this fuse panel right here. If you go look in your previous model CX5, you'll flip this around and you would see extra fuses and a fuse puller set aside for you. Nice convenience, but no more. Base models. At $34,000, I would love to have a power seat. Actually, I would really want a power seat at $34,000. Although it is still height adjustable, for $34,000, I want lumbar support and a power seat, at least on the driver's side. All right, we're stepping into the 2026 Mazda CX-5. Now this trim is a select version, but just listen to some of these sounds and how overwhelming they can be. In my driving position, you can see it here at the bottom of the screen. This little piano black piece, I know designers got to look at this and either they said, oh, that actually kind of looks cool, but I mean, it's just a glare off the piano black, so it's distracting. So if I was to change the screen, you can see how it'll catch your eye and just be sort of distracting. Can we just forget about the piano black, please? Now with these touchscreens and loss of physical controls, you got to know that you're probably going to have things set to where you want it via the My Mazda app, or your temperature already set to your desired setting. So things are going to be in most cases where you want them to be anyways. However, with things like iStop, you're going to have to turn that off every time you start the car, as far as I've seen so far. You do have to do that every time you get in the car if you don't want it to shut off at a stoplight. But again, this is for entertainment purposes. I hope you enjoyed watching this and you learned something about Mazda or the CX-5 that you didn't already know. And tune back in, because we'll go over more as we learn more about this car and the higher trim levels. This is select and this runs about $34,000. So if you want a test drive and you're in the Chicagoland area, I invite you out to Crystal Lake. My name is James Orton. Have a great day, safe travels, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. I don't know why this thing goes off. I've pushed it several times. It doesn't do anything.